what not to wear if you're over 40. I've always felt like women should just wear what they want and wear what makes them feel beautiful, and I still very much feel like that. But as I've gotten older and into my 40s, I've gotten a lot wiser, at least I hope I am, and my style has changed, and there are just different things that used to work for me when I was in my 20s, and they just don't feel right on me now. I don't like them on me now, and there's some trends that just straight up made me look a lot older than I am. And so I wanted to share these with you. This is kind of a follow-up to a video I did a little while ago about things that I wear now that I am 40. And so these are trends that I don't wear now that I'm in my 40s. Oh, and what inspired this video is I have a trend. It's a trend among the youngsters, among like Gen Z, and it makes no sense to me. I will never, and I have a feeling that like 99% of you will agree with me that you will also not be following this trend. I'll mention that at the end of the video. Let's start off with one that it's a trend that I felt like I put it on and then I was jumped into a time machine and I went into the future about 20 or 40 years. And the big trend, one of the trends that's happening, you've probably seen it, is the high neck vest. So it's like a high neck vest, and then maybe it kind of opens at the bottom or something. And they're really cute. I think these are so cute. And they seem like a very cool, practical top to wear. They're so beautiful. Tried one on and I did not like the way I looked. I felt like it made me look a lot older. I don't know if it's because it emphasized like parts of my arms that I'm not too crazy about. I don't know what it was, but I just looked like, oh my goodness, I just saw myself in the future. This is not for me. I much prefer just the regular traditional vest, the vest that's more kind of goes in a V. I have several of those, love those. I think I look so much better in those, or at least I like the way that I look in those. I love that, but the high neck ones that come down, I know they look good on a lot of people because I'll see them in that vest and they look beautiful, but on me just looked terrible. And so it just goes to show you that there's just some trends that, they're just better left on other people. For at least in this case anyway. Have you tried out the trend of the corset tops and the bra tops that have come on the scene a few years ago, and it's still very much a trend? So I feel like there's a way to wear this and a way not to wear this. So I feel like there is a way to wear this as you're in your 40s. And again, I'm not telling anybody they can't wear something or anything like this, but for me, if I was going to wear a corset top or a bra top, it's gonna look more like this rather than this. Like this feels like what I would probably wear in college or something. And this feels more sophisticated. I'm probably not even gonna wear this because I don't wanna show my stomach that much like that. But I love this. I think this is like a really cool look. I think anyone at any age could wear this, and I think it looks very sophisticated and chic and like, I don't know, I love that look. This, it feels very kind of almost juvenile. So I just feel like as we've gotten older, let's embrace our matureness, and I don't know, I just like this better. What do you think? I don't know if it's because I've gotten older or I just have different values than I did when I was younger, but one thing that I definitely value a lot more in my 40s than I ever did is my time. Like I've just realized how precious our time is. You don't get that back. And I want to use my time as best I can in ways that are most fulfilling to my life. And so one of the things I've started doing is that I get help cleaning my house. And that brings us to our sponsor, which is HomeAglow. HomeAglow is a 5-star cleaning service that connects you with local cleaners in your area. The thing I love about HomeAglow is that you can schedule a cleaner on the day and time that you need somebody to come clean. You can schedule them for how many hours you want them to come clean. You can choose to have a one-time clean, or you can set them up to come every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks. And they also have a Forever Clean membership that you can subscribe to get the best price for your cleaning. Now, I've used a HomeAglow cleaner to come help me for just a couple of hours, clean like my main spaces. I've had them come for like a 6-hour clean to clean from top to bottom. Most recently, I had someone come and they cleaned out my refrigerator, my oven, my microwave, my baseboards. My husband came home and opened the refrigerator and he was like, oh my gosh, our refrigerator is so clean. It's one of those things needs to be done, but it's just like you never can find the time to do it. Now, you do get connected with local cleaners in your area, and you can look at the reviews of these cleaners to find the person that's right for you. So you do have a lot of great options to really fit your lifestyle and your needs. So if you're ready to take cleaning off your plate, go to my link, homeaglow.com/Anna Reed, or scan the QR code on the screen and you can get 3 hours of cleaning for just $19. I will also leave everything you need to get started in the description box below. And let's continue. Overly baggy clothing. I know this one will, you know, maybe cause some friction, but I really feel like a lot of younger people can get away with these really overly baggy outfits way more than I can. If I wear a baggy shirt and a baggy pair of jeans, I just feel like I don't know. I'm not gonna like the way I look, because that's one reason why I won't wear it. But I just feel like I'll not look that great anyway. It's not gonna have that same vibe as it would have if I would have worn it when I was in college. And I think I did wear that in college. So I feel more so as we get older, and for me anyway, I've just really gravitated more towards finding clothes that fit my body in ways that I want them to, like show my waist or give me the right proportions or definition and whatnot. I do talk about that a little bit more in my other video on what I wear now that I'm over 40. So you can go back and watch that if you want to. But I'm just like the really baggy stuff all over, I guess I don't really think it looked good on that many people, and especially as we age, I don't know. I don't think that's the best look. One trend that I'm very not into, and it just definitely does not go with my personal style or just how I like to look, but it's all the whimsical, colorful, smiley face emoji jewelry that's been on trend for a while. I do feel like this is just a trend that if my 8-year-old wants to wear this, wonderful. I think she looks super cute, but it just definitely does not go with me, even though they have made some of these kind of whimsical emojis and things into like gold and silver, and it doesn't feel very unique. It just feels very cookie cutter, and it doesn't feel like it's my own look. Ripped clothes. Now, ripped jeans, although I'm not personally into them right now, nothing wrong with those, and I feel like ripped jeans, they come and go. Maybe at some point I will be back into ripped jeans. They're not really my thing right now. But the ripped clothing, like ripped sweaters, and they would be like a shredded t-shirt or something. It's just not for me. I like to feel and look a little bit sophisticated, okay? And maybe I don't all the time, but I know that if I wear a shirt that looks like I got shredded by the tiger down the street, there's no tigers, but there's cows. I have cows down my street. But anyway, if I got shredded by something, an animal or a person, whatever, am I gonna have the sophisticated vibe that I want? I don't think I will. So I'm probably not gonna wear that. Any trends that come from shows about teenagers? I guess what pops to mind is Euphoria. I love the show Euphoria. I did watch that, both seasons, but there were a lot of trends that came from Euphoria. Euphoria brought a lot of like glittery, sequiny rave clothing that was really big in the early 2000s, and it definitely came back with Euphoria, but I loved wearing that in the early 2000s, and that's what I wore then. I don't really want to wear that now in my 40s. It just does not match my vibe that I have going on. I don't feel like it would make me look like a badass 42-year-old. I think it would make me look like a woman who's trying to dress like she's in college. I'm not gonna wear any trends that are for a life that I do not lead. Now this one actually goes for anybody at any age. If you're really trying to really revamp your closet, you wanna make sure your closet isn't filled with clothes for a fantasy self, a life that you just don't lead. Like if you spend 8 hours a day working in a corporate office, and you probably go out, twice a month, you don't need half your closet filled with going out stuff. You need more clothes. You need more clothes that you can wear to your corporate job or whatever it is. And also, if you only get to really lounge around your house on Sunday afternoons, you probably don't need 17 lounge sets. You need like 1 or 2 of them. So I really think that's a really good idea, just in general, to really assess your wardrobe and see if it fits your lifestyle and what all you need clothes for. That has been a huge problem in my past, where I had like all going out stuff, some cute tight dresses and heels. And then I was like, got to a point where I'm like, well, I don't really ever go out, so I have no clothes to wear on like a Tuesday. This is the trend that inspired this video. Oh my goodness. So let me take you back. On TikTok, I posted a video on like this Amazon lounge set I found. And every time I find something on Amazon, I'm like, oh my goodness. If it's like a nice, cool thing, I'm like, holy crap, let me tell the world. So anyway, I put it on TikTok, and with that lounge set, I was wearing my sandals that I wear on repeat all the time. Somebody commented like, my Gen Z daughters do not show their toes. They only wear their Sambas, no more sandals. I'm a Gen X mom. We're not wearing sandals. they're wearing Sambas. Like they don't want to show they're not going to show their toes. And I'm like, how is this relevant to the video? But also, I don't care. I don't know how else to say it, but I love that. I love that for these Gen Z girls that don't want to show their toes and think sandals are awful and only wear Sambas. But I live in Florida. I love sandals. Even when I lived in New York City, I loved sandals there as well. You know, I mean, I like sandals. So I'm not going to stop wearing sandals because the trend is to not show your toes and to wear Sambas instead. Or I like my Sambas too. I do wear Sambas, but like there's two completely different types of shoe. So I'm gonna keep wearing sandals. You can let me know what you think about that. Anyway, let me know what trends, you know, you're definitely not wearing, you don't like, or you're just like, maybe it worked for you a long time ago and you just don't like it now. I do think it is fun getting older because we do get wiser, and things that used to seem so important are just not as important. And that's why I love fashion so much, because, you know, I love it, and I think it can really elevate how you feel about yourself, and it can really make a difference in your world. But it's still fashion, it's still clothes. It's not that serious where if you're wearing something that is not on trend, that the world's gonna end. You know, I don't feel that way about it. But getting older is definitely something to celebrate, and I've actually very much enjoyed this time in my life right now. And I love where I am in my headspace. Let me know what you think. Give me some comments on some trends or styles that you're just like, not anymore. And I would love to hear from you. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down if you did not. And consider subscribing if you are new here. I will link the other video I did on what I do wear now that I'm in my 40s here and down below. And I will see you next time.